Mega Shed Diary, 29th of December 23. Fanning about with the diesel heater again. I put it all back together, new controller, cleaned it all out. It started up and then the fan started going fast, slow, and started smelling of burning electric again. So I took it out and I think the fan's a bit stuck. So I'm going to be faffing about unbolting it from the outside and redoing it. Okay, I've got this apart. The fan seems to be running smoothly now. I think it was just catching on this plastic sort of mounting thing here, so I'll move that down a bit and put it back together and see if it works. But also I realised I'd put it back together with this rubber gasket for the fuel tube the wrong way around, so I'm taking the glow plug out and the burn chamber, swapping that around, putting it back together. I'll give it a go when I get it back together. Alright, faff getting it out of the wall. If I was going to do this again, I would put it on a shelf with the pipes coming down and then out through the wall, so I don't have to put it right against there and faff about behind the metal plate. If anyone else wants to fit one, I would just leave the pipes half inside. Go. Just going to see if I can show you where I've changed the glow plug. There's a little wire gauze in there. Here's the glow plug. I changed that when I took it apart with a fresh one. Yeah, I've got it back together now. Fan seems to spin both ways okay. I'll get it back together, plug it all in, see if it blows up. So I've got this diesel heater back together and attached to the wall. Fan seems to be spinning freely, so this is the moment of truth. Let's see if it blows itself up. Alright, pull the fuse out. Oh, it's not looking good. Error 06. Go. The abnormal oil pump. Check whether oil pump plug is loose and whether the main harness is open circuit. Oil pump failure. Well, if it's a fuel pump, that's a new one. I plugged in the old controller and that ran with the fan. It didn't give me an error, but it just ran with the fan for ages. Fuel pump didn't kick in, so maybe the fuel pump has gone or burnt out, I don't know. But yeah, it might be time to bin this one, just buy another one. Twin turbo, fastest I've ever been. Mega Shed out. Mega Shed Diaries. 6th of January 24, still fat. Second turbo done, still fat. 7th of January, still fat. of January, still fat. Mega Shed Diaries. Got myself a Christmas present. Thanks, Mum. I've got a TiG welder. It's a Yes Welder TiG 200p. So I'm doing an unboxing. Well, I've actually already unboxed it before, but just showing you what I've got. So this is relatively cheap Chinese TiG welder. I watched a few reviews. People say that, you know, it's okay for the money. So we've got the torch. Already rigged it up with a cup on it. I've got a pack of tungstens. I need to sharpen them. That's going there. As a TiG welder, it can also do stick welding, so it's got a stick welding clamp, and the earth lead. in there. There's the other bit for the torch. Tungsten going there. Okay. Comes with various bits. I got myself a pack of tungsten. I bought the red ones. Apparently they're slightly radioactive, those. I should have got the other ones, but they'll do for now. And you've got another couple of different size cups, size 4, so size 5. Welder itself, surprisingly small and not that heavy, as it's an inverter welder. So I've already plugged it in, had a go. One thing that makes it a little cheaper, it hasn't got a pedal, and most people say that it's best with a pedal. It means that you can't back off the amps if it's too much. You've got to make sure it's set right first, but you can do an upslope and downslope. And I think I'll stop there, and the next video I'll have it set up, and I'm going to give it a go and see if I can film my first ever attempt at TIG welding and see how that goes. So I think I'm ready to try my first weld. I'm going without filler rod. I'm going to do what autogenous weld, where it's just an arc on the steel. I've got some bit of scrap steel that's about 3mm. Let's say 1/1000 of an inch per mil. 1/1000 of an inch is 40 thou, so I've got 120 amps. Because I haven't got a pedal, I'm going to have it doing an upslope and a downslope. I'll try that. So I've got doing an upslope for 2 seconds, starting on 40 amps, and doing pre-gas for half a second, and on the post-gas 5 seconds, downslope to 10 amps, and doing a downslope for 2 seconds. So I'm not really sure how well that'll go, but that's what the settings are. And I'm on doing DC, and it's electrode negative. So this could go horribly wrong. Right, let's give it a go. That doesn't look great. I don't think I was pressing the button right. I think I'd have to do press. Yeah, I just held the button down, that's why. GoPro stop capture. I'm going to try that again. And remember to release the button, because it's a 4-touch. One is to start it, and I release it, it should ramp up. So I was actually welding there with like 10 amps. I've given it a brush and a clean with some acetone. I'll try again. Right, I'll just burn a hole in it and knacker my tungsten. Okay, I'll try that again. I'll turn the amps down to 90 with the same upslope and everything. I'm not sure about the gas flow. This is I've got a large bottle of argon with carbon dioxide mixed, but I need pure argon, and that's the only bottle I've got. This is the small type one, so I've just turned it up to full. I don't know, it's got no flow meter on it. I've got one that you can put on the end of here, but I don't know where it is. So turn it up to full. See how this goes. Not pretty. Certainly got some power. Yeah, I'm not sure my gas is working that well. I'll try on another bit. Still think the amps are a bit high. Turn it down to 80. Oh, that tungsten's dead. GoPro stop capture. Oh, I know what the problem is. Just run out of gas. Tiny little bottle of gas here. I'm going to get a bigger one. Right, I've got some. Change the gas bottle. It's the wrong gas still. It's for MIG, so it's, what is it, 25% or 15%, 14% carbon dioxide. So it's the wrong gas, but I've actually got some gas flow now. So I'm just going to give it a go, see what happens. But so I'm just burning away the tungsten, and I think it's just because it doesn't have gas coverage. Let's see what happens. Oh. Well, that looks better. Well, it's melting metal and that gas is working better. I say everything's all oxidised and blackened with the other one. It looks a little bit cleaner on that one, so it's up in the right direction, but I'm going to have to buy some pure argon and try it again. But I'm calling that not a complete failure. And the tungsten hasn't burnt this time, so it is because of the gas, that's why I was having all the problems. 10th of January, still fat, still fat, breathe a nipple. 13th of January, still fat. Hello, Mega Shed Diary, 13th of January. I'm still messing with carburetors on the Grey Monster. I put them all back together. It wasn't running that great, kept a bit popping and banging. Wasn't sure what I've done, so I've taken it apart. Everything looked all right. I think there was a spring, maybe a spring that was retaining one of the needles had fallen out. Anyway, I've put that back in, but also I've checked the throttle position sensor, which adjusts the ignition on closed throttle, I think. Anyway, that is totally out of spec, so I'm going to see whether just unplugging it or seeing if I can get another one makes a difference. So I'm just going to put these back together, just see how it runs like. 15th of January, still fat. Mega Shed Diary, 15th of January, finally got the bike going. 23rd of January, still fat. Mega Shed Diaries, 23rd of January, I've got a new diesel heater. So I'm just plugging it in to test it. Instead of having it exhaust going straight out through the wall, I'm going to have it going down here and through the wall that way, so that I can get it in and out easier. Obviously it's making a right mess now, but I'm just testing it. So after it being absolutely freezing cold for the last week, it's now about 10 degrees outside, so I don't need it that much. But I'll get this rigged up this weekend. Seems to be working. Mega Shed out.